We all knew this will happen. Prince Harry is seething right now at Montecito after being labeled a bully by none other than the iconic British television host Graham Norton following the Sentebale scandal. Everyone is beginning to see the Sussexes' real self now. The remark has stirred controversy, reinforcing Piers Morgan's long-standing warnings about Harry and Meghan Markle's alleged manipulative behavior. Once the beloved People's Prince, Harry's transformation into a polarizing figure has left many questioning the sincerity behind his actions and the motives driving his public appearances. Graham Norton's bold declaration comes as a blow to the Duke of Sussex, who has consistently positioned himself as a champion of mental health and an advocate against media harassment. To be publicly branded a bully by one of Britain's most beloved TV personalities is not just damaging, it's a catastrophic blow to Harry's carefully curated public image. For a man who has spent the past few years crafting a narrative of victimhood and resilience, this new label threatens to unravel the carefully spun tale of moral superiority. Adding salt to the wound, Piers Morgan, one of Harry and Meghan's most outspoken critics, wasted no time in declaring that his predictions had been right all along. Morgan has long accused the couple of hypocrisy and manipulation, frequently calling them out for what he perceives as attention-seeking behavior cloaked in moral high ground. According to Morgan, Norton's comment serves as vindication, highlighting that Harry's attempts to control the narrative have ultimately backfired. The timing of this latest scandal is particularly damaging. Having recently faced criticism for his Netflix documentary and memoir where he aired private family grievances, Harry's credibility as a relatable, down-to-earth figure is hanging by a thread. Norton's comment resonates with a public growing increasingly weary of the Sussexes' narrative, one that has often painted the royal family as the antagonists while presenting Harry and Meghan as perpetual victims. Many royal observers believe that Norton's comment reflects a broader public sentiment that has been simmering for some time. While Harry's early departure from royal duties was met with both shock and support, his subsequent actions, including revealing private family matters and making unverified claims, have prompted many to question whether he is truly the principled, independent figure he portrays. In this context, being labeled a bully seems less like an isolated incident and more like a symptom of a broader perception problem. Critics argue that the core issue lies in the Sussexes' seemingly unending quest for public validation. Despite moving to the United States for a quieter life, Harry and Meghan have remained in the public eye more than ever, often through ventures that involve sharing intimate details of their lives. To some, this is seen as a contradiction, a self-imposed spotlight that contradicts their professed desire for privacy. The controversy has also reignited debates about the couple's accusations of racism within the royal family, with some claiming that their approach has ultimately damaged their credibility. Instead of fostering meaningful dialogue, critics say their strategy has relied on incendiary allegations without substantial evidence. The result is a reputation increasingly mired in controversy rather than courage. Whether Harry will directly respond to Norton's remarks remains to be seen. However, the damage to his public perception is already palpable. As more public figures and commentators begin to voice their doubts about Harry's intentions, the once unwavering support for the prince is beginning to waver. The question now is whether Harry and Meghan can salvage their image or if they will continue to face mounting criticism from both sides of the Atlantic. As the criticism from various public figures continues to mount, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex face an increasingly difficult battle to restore their public image. While Harry and Meghan have tried to position themselves as crusaders for social justice, mental health, and equality, the narrative surrounding them has become increasingly complicated. What was once a deeply sympathetic story of a couple seeking to escape the harsh glare of the media spotlight is now being challenged by accusations of hypocrisy, manipulation, and, as Graham Norton has branded Harry, bullying. Harry's reputation, in particular, has been tarnished by a series of actions that many see as self-serving and inconsistent. His memoir, Spare, which was supposed to offer a deeply personal account of his life, instead opened old wounds within the royal family and revealed private details that many felt should have remained behind closed doors. The book was billed as an opportunity for Harry to tell his side of the story, but instead it seemed to many like a vehicle for him to air grievances and attack family members, particularly his brother, Prince William. This has led to a growing perception that Harry is more interested in stirring controversy than in achieving any real reconciliation with his royal relatives. Adding to this, Harry's actions in the media have often contradicted the values he claims to champion. He has spoken at length about the importance of mental health, yet his public feuds with family members and the constant media appearances seem to undermine his supposed commitment to privacy and personal well-being. Harry has frequently criticized the press for invading his family's privacy, yet he and Meghan continue to make millions of dollars by sharing intimate details of their lives with the media. From the Netflix documentary to exclusive interviews, the Sussexes have arguably become just as much a part of the media machine they've publicly derided. Many commentators have pointed out the irony in Harry's relentless pursuit of privacy, while simultaneously profiting from public appearances. He has built his post-royal life around these public engagements, yet he seems unwilling to accept the consequences of the media attention that comes with it. His claims of wanting to shield his children from the press ring hollow when considering the fact that Harry and Meghan have repeatedly used the media to their advantage. Whether it's through high-profile interviews or the latest brand deals, they are, in effect, contributing to the very system they claim to despise. Piers Morgan, a vocal critic of the couple, has long maintained that Harry and Meghan's actions are driven by a desire for fame and attention rather than any genuine desire for change. Morgan, who was famously ousted from his role at ITV's Good Morning Britain after his outspoken criticism of Meghan, has not held back in his scathing assessments of the couple. He was quick to seize on Norton's remark, which he saw as a long-overdue acknowledgement of Harry's increasingly damaging behavior. For Morgan, the public's disillusionment with Harry and Meghan is just the beginning of a much larger reckoning that could see the couple's carefully constructed image crumble entirely. Indeed, as more people begin to question their motivations, the once blind loyalty of the Sussexes supporters is starting to fade. The couple's push for a life of independence in California, away from the constraints of royal duty, initially garnered praise from those who saw it as a brave and forward-thinking move. However, it has become increasingly difficult for the public to ignore the contradictions in their actions.